I recently shifted my mindset around what it means to be an entrepreneur, to build a business, and it actually has fundamentally changed everything about how I run and scale my company. And I want to share it with you because this one mindset shift has already made the process of building my business faster, easier, more simple, more joyful. Pretty much everything about my life and my thinking as an entrepreneur has shifted. And if right now you are stressed, frustrated, angry, working as hard as you can to build the biggest business possible and just hustling as hard as you can to make it happen, and you're growing, you're hitting milestones, but maybe it's not feeling the way you thought it would, maybe it's feeling more empty than you thought it would, or maybe it's not working as well as you wish it would, and you're getting frustrated or you're burning out, I think that this shift may help you in the way that it helped me. Because when I was younger, that was me. When it came to playing the game, whatever the game was, whether that be school or sports or college or starting my first business, I took everything so seriously. I was the most committed. I would work the hardest. I would win the most. I would get the best grade or the biggest business. Like there was just this intensity with which I tackled everything in my life. And you know what? It worked. I got the A. I built the business. I did the thing. I did it as hard as you could do it. And then I would get to that finish line and I would find myself confused, empty, not feeling the way that I thought I was going to feel, not fulfilled or gratified or satisfied. No, I would just get there. I would move the goalpost. I would put my head down and I would start sprinting towards the next thing. And I did that enough times to realize something, which is no matter how much success I create and no matter what milestone I achieve, if I get there and it feels empty, then I have not won. I don't even know what the game is, but whatever game I'm playing, I am not winning it. If I get there and all I feel is emptiness and the need to set the next goal so I can chase it with the same level of intensity and pain and frustration with which I just ran the last leg. And that was me for a long time. And you know what? Freaking worked. But it just has never been worth it. So when I was starting my current business, Spyglass Ops, I began working on it the same way I do everything, with all the intensity and all the commitment. And the result is that I got frustrated working really hard to do work I wasn't crazy passionate about, with clients that I wasn't crazy about serving, working really long hours to not get that much result. And I was like throwing myself at this brick wall and not getting anything back from it. And that's the place I was in, where this new framework and this new mindset has come about. It started with one word, and that word is play. I historically had discounted play, like play just does not belong with work. These two things are opposite, and I work and then I play. And all that changed was this thought of what would it be like if work was play? That's it. What would it be like if work was play? That was the thought. And it has fundamentally transformed everything about how I now run my business. Here is how I think about running business today. We are all of us, whether we're entrepreneurs or not, we are little kids on a beach building sandcastles. Your business, your family, your entire life is a sandcastle. And we are just 3-year-olds having a day at the beach. I could build the biggest sandcastle out there. I could have the most badass sandcastle with towers and moats and dragons. I could spend 10 hours out on the beach building the biggest, most incredible sandcastle ever. You know what is always true for all of us and all of our sandcastles? Is that at some point, the tide is gonna come in and a wave is gonna wash away that sandcastle. That is guaranteed. That is inevitable. It doesn't matter how big your sandcastle it is. It doesn't matter how big the walls around that thing are. Eventually, the tide and the water and the wind will wash away that sandcastle. If that's all we're doing in this life, and at the end of our life, our sandcastle gets washed away, then what are we left with? I think what we're left with is how much fucking fun did we have building exactly the sandcastle that we wanted to build? What are we left with? Other than, at the end of the day, when the wave comes in and the sandcastle gets washed away, our own ability to like stand up, brush off our knees, and say, man, what a great day at the beach. Let's go get dinner. This approach to business has solidified for me work as play, right? Work is just build the sandcastle and have the best fucking time doing it. And to be clear, that doesn't mean don't work hard. Like, have you ever seen a 3-year-old on the beach building a sandcastle? They will forego meals. They will burn the hell out of themselves because they forget to put on sunscreen. They will scrape sand until their nails bleed. It doesn't mean don't commit yourself fully to building the best sandcastle you can build. It just means remember that the point isn't the sandcastle. The point is having a great day at the beach. And that sandcastle is gonna go away. No matter what you do, no matter how big it gets. Alex Hormozi's sandcastle, Elon Musk's sandcastle, with enough time, the wave will come. It too will get washed away. So the question can't be about how big is it, or how fast did we get there, or is our sandcastle bigger than the guy next to us? It's about who had the best day at the beach, and what is the version of the sandcastle that you want to build. You get to design every single piece of this thing and build exactly the castle that you want to build. And it doesn't have to be anything more or anything less than that. And at the end of the day, what is winning? I mean, winning is just such a weird concept in this metaphor. How do you win a day at the beach? Winning is we had a great fucking time building it with people that we loved, building the most incredible sandcastle. I had so much fun building it. And at the end of the day, my mom picks me up, we go back, we have dinner, and it was a good day. It was a good day at the beach. I share all of this and I want to bring it back to you for a moment, like the world of tactical reality and what changes in our business. When we sit down with a client, the very first question we ask them is, what do you want? And what I'm really asking is, what is the sandcastle that you want to build? And how do you want to feel with this day on the beach? But that is only part of the equation. And that is only a fraction of what I am actually interested in helping our clients achieve. I am not here to help you build the biggest sandcastle just for the sake of having one. I am here to help you have the best fucking day at the beach. Build the version of the castle that you want and have the most fun playing so hard to do it. And what that looks like within your business is a business that lets you show up and do the work that you absolutely love doing, with the people that you love serving and impacting, with a team that you adore, that you respect, that you're in awe of, to do work that is challenging, that pushes you, that engages you, that lights you up. And in that environment, hell yeah, we're gonna build a big sandcastle. That sandcastle is gonna be awesome. But we're not building it just to have the biggest one on the beach. And we're not setting a goal for this sandcastle that bigger is better because someone somewhere told me so. No, this is the sandcastle I want. This is the day at the beach that I want. This is how I want to feel. This is who I want to build with. This is what I want it to allow me to do when it comes to spending time with my family or traveling, being a whole human and living the most. So that when the water comes and washes it all away, I can stand up, brush off my knees and say, God damn, that was an amazing day. At the end of the day, this mindset has given me permission to do a couple of things. First, it's allowed work to truly be play. And again, play doesn't mean that it's not hard, that I don't take it seriously, that I don't work hard, that I don't have bad days. All of that is still true. It just gives me the chance to check in with myself and ask myself continuously, is this the sandcastle I want to build? And is this the day at the beach that I want to have? Second, it's given me permission to build exactly the sandcastle that I want to build. No one gets to tell me what is the right sandcastle or how should I enjoy my day at the beach. I get to decide that. I get to decide that and I get to protect that relentlessly. And I get to let go of anybody else's definition of success, the castles they're building, the days they're having. It doesn't matter. That's their game. I get to choose mine. And number 3, it gives me the perspective, it gives me the humility, it gives me the reminder that one day that wave will come and it will wash away my sandcastle. That will happen. And so success is not building a castle that lasts forever. Success is having a really good day at the beach. And it doesn't have to be anything weightier or more serious or more intense than that. So I hope this helps. Certainly has helped me. If not, that's all good too. Discard it. You're probably not even watching anymore. But if it does help, and if right now you're realizing, man, I'm not building the sandcastle that I actually want to build, or I'm not having the day at the beach that I really want to have, and I don't know how to cross the gap between my business right now and my beach day right now and the version of it that I want, reach out to us. That is literally what we do. We help entrepreneurs build the best version of their sandcastle and have the most fun doing it. And if that's something you want, and that's something you're interested in, and you want to see how we can support you in doing that, nothing would give me greater joy. You can click the link in the description. There's a link to book a call, chat with our team, learn how we can support you. And if not, all good too. Happy building. Have an awesome day at the beach. And I'll see you at dinner.